Laura, it's a very confused position at the moment, and particularly in the wake of the demise of a number of airlines and particularly XL. The market seems very confused. Can you bring any clarity to it?
I don't know if I can bring clarity, because I think the point is it is confused, and what the XL failure has really done is to put it on the map, to say, you know, this is what's happening in practice. Do we understand what the legal position is? And the answer is, in some cases, yes, very straightforward, like the example we were talking about, family of 4 going on holiday, $499 per person including flights. Straightforward, but it's all the variance in between, and I think this is why there's so much momentum behind the suggestion that we need legislative change so that people do understand, and I don't just mean the consumer understands, but the trade itself understands.
It doesn't appear to be either. There doesn't appear to be a consensus of opinion one way or the other within the trade as to which way we should go. Does that just add to the delays and the confusion in trying to bring clarity?
I don't think it's confusion necessarily within the trade that is the delay. I think it's whether it's much more a political issue, whether government has got the appetite and the inclination to deal with what is a phenomenally difficult issue for an industry that generates so much in terms of employment and in terms of revenue. I think that's one of the stalling points.
And I presume a lot of the issues have been driven from the fact that consumers book direct now. They can do dynamic packaging rather than traditional go to a travel agent, as you say, book $499 family of 4.
I think that's right, and I think we need to remember that it is all about consumer choice, and they should have the option to be able to buy something that is financially protected and to do it themselves and not have financial protection. But as long as that's explained to them and they can appreciate that if they wanted financial protection they could buy it, then I don't think it's an issue.
And if you're a supplier and you do have a financial protection, presumably that could be or is a competitive advantage, and it's down actually to the suppliers of travel products to make that as a competitive advantage as opposed to those people who don't.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, because in the climate at the moment I'd say that is a competitive advantage that people need to push, because it's that people, you know, this insecurity that is existing in their daily lives anyway, they can really capitalise on that by saying you don't have to feel like that when it comes to your holiday. What's interesting, of course, is that where people have over the years done it themselves on the internet, they haven't really wanted those extras, so it's a sea change.
And it could spell a return to the high street agent, I suppose, that you can actually deal with someone, you can see someone across a counter, you know who you're dealing with. You're probably going to be dealing with a high street name or potentially a consortium name that you would have trust in.
Maybe, and I think what's interesting is that it's just brought the debate in front of people because it's affecting the ordinary man in the street. That really has been the effect of the recent failures. It's put it on the map, and travel reinvents itself, and this is the latest thing. And if we can get clarity in what's happening, then we'll be having the same debate, albeit slightly different issues, probably in 5 years' time.
And should anybody have any problems, of course, they can always phone Laura at Dawsons.
They can, but they need to be the trade, because they don't look after consumers.